Hey, what's up YouTube? Pastor Matt here. Hey, I want to thank Bible Buying Guide, a wonderful Bible review website by Randy Brown, in which this video and attending article appears. Randy's an amazing guy working in Bible reviews for a long time. He's the standard in the field. Thanks for featuring this video and this article. Also want to thank For the King Trading Company for reasons that will become apparent here in just a moment, as I tell you about the fact that I am switching preaching Bibles. Many of you know that I took a new call in western Pennsylvania. Yes, moving up from Hurricane Alley down in Florida to the beautiful hills of western Pennsylvania. And with that, I decided to get a new preaching Bible. Now, I have a ton of Bibles, as you know, but a preacher's preaching Bible is always his treasured one above all. I wrote in the article in which this video is paired that sometimes a preacher's Bible feels like his best friend in the whole world. So it's a big deal to change preaching Bibles. And I'm going to be laying aside the Cambridge Wide Margin, which has a bunch of flower stuff on there. We're outside today. The reason I'm going to be laying aside the Cambridge Wide Margin before we talk about the new one is because this Bible and I have traveled so far together. I'm landlocked in the sense that I've filled it all up, all the margins. There's so much highlighting, color, scrawling everywhere that I kind of feel like this Bible looks to the past of all the sermons, lectures, and talks I've done. And honestly, I wanted a fresh start, new church, new pulpit, new preaching Bible. So I was looking for the perfect preaching Bible. And part of the reason why I'm doing this review today is because my philosophy of preaching Bibles has changed a bit over time. For one thing, as I get a little bit older, I'm looking for a little bit bigger font. My short-sighted eyes are still pretty decent. I can read small font, but I don't like to strain anymore, and I wanted something with a little bit bigger font. But the other reason, and perhaps even more important besides the fresh new pages for the new call, is I really wanted to move to a verse-by-verse format. This is a single column verse-by-verse. Sadly, this particular Bible is out of print from Crossway. It was a great one though, great paper done by Lego in Italy. One of my viewers from this YouTube channel actually sent this to me as a gift, for which I am very thankful. But I really wanted a couple of things in my new preaching Bible. First, I really wanted to go to a verse-by-verse style. As a preacher who works very closely with the text, I came to the conclusion that verse-by-verse really is the best for preachers and teachers. Second thing I really wanted to preserve, though, was some semblance of a very wide margin. And trying to find a verse-by-verse in a wide margin edition is a pretty tall order. There's not too many of them out there, which is why I ultimately had to go with this out-of-print edition from Crossway. So I can't really post a link to buying this one new on Amazon. Just hope maybe you can rustle one away in a trade or find one on eBay. But this particular Bible by Crossway has really wonderful paper. It was printed by Lego in Italy. And they do offer a couple of verse-by-verse formats now by Crossway still, although I have to say the paper is a bit of a step down. And they've moved to a two-column format, which I love two columns, everybody knows that. But this single column, verse-by-verse with wide margins, is going to be the one for preaching. Now, here's where For the King Trading Company comes in to play. I've done a couple of reviews of Brock Childer's journals before. I'll link them in the description of this video. But Brock is doing something new besides just journals. He's getting into Bible rebinding as well. But it's a special kind of rebinding. He's not doing all the work himself. He does bags, he does journals, he does all kinds of leather goods. But the rebinding is actually going to be outsourced to a rebindery called Abba. Some of you probably already know them. A-B-B-A, Abba, like Abba Father. They do some amazing leather rebinds, and this is one of the prototypes that Brock Childers from For the King Trading Company had done. Now, he sent out the first batch of CSBs, and they came back looking beautiful. He's going to do another stack, I think, of CSBs and another of ESVs. But because he's been a patron of my channel and I've been a patron of his leather goods, kind of a mutual relationship, we decided that he would rebind this one for my new preaching Bible. It's kind of a one-off, just to give people a view of what some of his rebinds through Abba are going to look like. And I'm here to report, viewers, that it's outstanding. Now you notice that this leather looks different. This has a weathered look already. This Bible is brand new. It's never been used, but it looks like it looks really weathered. It looks it has a vintage feel to it. If you're wondering if I just changed the oil in my car, no, the leather actually comes like this. But this is soft, this is gorgeous. If I can hold this up to the camera, it does have perimeter stitching right here. Of course, this is done by Abba, so it's really nice. It has this nice little impressed line here. It does have raised hubs on the spine, which gives it an old worldly look. This whole Bible has a kind of a, like I said, a vintage or late 19th century or 18th century, something like that. Old look. Looks like something maybe Jonathan Edwards, my Puritan hero, might have carried. But Holy Bible, ESV, it has the logo, this lion logo, which is the logo of For the King Trading Company. And of course, we have leather inside and leather outside, so we've got a fully leather liner. This is an edge-lined Bible, meaning that the cover is tabbed onto the block, so it's going to hold on there much longer than, for instance, a paste-down liner would. And I'm super impressed with the quality, more so the look, but the quality is outstanding as well. I love the look of this. It's going to be a great featured Bible for my preaching. I can imagine people asking about this Bible, where it came from and where I got it. Unfortunately, I won't be able to say, hey, I'll send you an Amazon link to get one of your own, because it's so unique. For those two reasons: A, the text block being out of print, no longer made by Crossway, and B, special edition, first edition by For the King Trading Company, working through Abba. So super thankful for that. This Bible is going to be outstanding. I can't wait to get started in my pulpit ministry at Gospel Fellowship PCA here in Valencia, Pennsylvania, and this one is going to carry me through. Now, editorial comments. It is sad to change preaching Bibles. As I've mentioned before, I've been working with the Cambridge Wide Margin for a long time now, so much so that it's just stock filled with notes and all kinds of content. But I kind of feel like Pilgrim in Pilgrim's Progress. If you remember Bunyan's great classic tale, a Christian goes halfway through the journey all the way to Vanity Fair with a friend called Faithful. But then something important happens. I won't ruin the story for you, but from Vanity Fair on to the heavenly gates, he is with a new friend called Hopeful. And I feel like that. I feel like I'm in a new stage of my preaching journey, and so I wanted to get a new preaching Bible to reflect that. And being as I have rather particular tastes in my preaching Bible, I really want the best tool I can have. Whatever trade you're in, you want the best tools. I think I really found it with this out-of-print Crossway, verse-by-verse, single-column edition, and with For the King Trading Company, rebinding it through Abba. Man, I've got a book here that is going to be totally unique. There's none other like it in the whole world. And I really feel like this partner is going to walk with me for a very long and faithful time, so I'm excited about that. What I want to do is say thanks again to Bible Buying Guide for hosting this video and this article, which appends on to the video. I want to say a special thanks to For the King Trading Company as well, Brock Childers and his small little company doing this rebind for me. I want to direct you to their website. If you would go down to the description of this video and please give For the King a good look at their journals and their other leather goods. Perhaps you might want one of his new rebinds through Abba as well. You might order one. I'm going to place a link to his website. You could go there directly from the description of this video, or to his Facebook page, where you can contact him and perhaps make an order of your own. So thanks again to partners of this YouTube page, and I can't wait to get started preaching from this new incredible, beautiful For the King Trading Company ESV verse by verse single column. Thanks, love you lots, check you later.